What's up, everybody? Bass in Alabama, and I'm coming back with another video. I'm out here doing a little evening fishing. It's about 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. The wind kind of blowing, and that's a good thing. It's not hot. Feel pretty good out here right now. Right now, I'm throwing this River to Sea Whopper Plopper. If you go over and check my last video, you'll see I did some fishing with this same exact Whopper Plopper in my last video and caught a few fish on it. That was my first time ever fishing with one, and I had been hearing a lot of people talking about it, and so I just went head on and decided to get me one just to test it out. And it's a pretty good bait, like I think it can catch fish, even though I had a bow fin to knock the front hook off. The hook was still in its mouth. Split ring was gone, but I done replaced it now. But yeah, but we all, like I said in my video, in the last video, we all know a bow fin will destroy a bait. So if you're watching this video, go and follow, go over there and check that video out, along with all the other ones that I got out, and subscribe to the channel. I don't know exactly how long this video right here gonna be, but I just decided to come out and, just do a little fishing, since I only stay about 5 minutes away from this lake right here. I've been out here now probably about 20 minutes now, just throwing this Whopper Plopper out, trying to see can I get a bite on this. But I don't know, this wind blowing pretty good right now. It may be a little too much for this Whopper Plopper. I have to slow it down when I said it, because I know in my last video I caught myself saying popper a lot. If you don't pay attention, you just be saying it, you gonna say popper. But yeah, I think it's a little too much for this. I probably could have got away with it if I had the bigger size. I got the smallest size, I think, that they come out. This the 90. I probably should have had a buzz bait for this kind of rip on the water, but I'm probably gonna put it down and pick up something else. But yeah, we're in that time of the year, that fall weather, and in my last video, that's the most action I done had in a long time. Because during these summer months, I wasn't able to, I really couldn't put nothing together and catch fish. It was so hot. And I talked to a lot of other guys that come out here on this lake, that goes out, that go out on the boat, and they told me, said, man, it's not you, man, it's everybody. It just been a bad year. So that made me feel kind of good to know that I'm not the only one that's coming out struggling. But I did have a good day in my last video. Caught a few fish. I think I ended up catching like a total of 6 that day. Caught a few on camera, caught a few off camera. But all in all, it was a good day. So that's why I said I was gonna come back out here today and just do a little fishing to see can I get at least one on. If not, it's gonna be okay. Just talking to the camera gonna be okay. Well, I just switched over to a little square bill crankbait. Just trying to see can I get some kind of bite. I know the other day I came out here trying to do a video. The water level on this lake was so low, but we got a lot of rain a few days ago that got the water level back up. Well, I put that crankbait down and grabbed a Texas rig set up. Hopefully I can get one today. This is a pretty tough lake to fish, but I have started coming out and being able to grab at least one, and I be feeling okay with that. If I can just get one, you know, I want more, but if I can just get one out of a tough location, I'd be fine with that. But of course I would like to catch more than one, but I settle for whatever I can get. Like I said, I'm fishing with a little Texas rig set up. And I'm just pretty much just making long casts and just letting it set to the bottom and just dragging it back. I'm the only one out here today. I don't even see, nobody out on the boat today. Normally when I come out, it'd be at least 1 or 2 boats out here. But with this weather changing, going into fall, I know these bass gonna start feeding up. So hopefully I'll be able to hit my goal, what I've been trying to do, and that's break my personal best. And I mentioned that in my last video. What I'm fishing with right now, this just this really is a little Ned rig bait, but I got a Texas rig with a little 3-yard hook with a 3/8 ounce weight with a little peg, but I got the peg maybe 1.5 inches up above the weight. But yeah, that's my goal. My goal was to try to break my personal best this year. And I'm also looking to catch a double digit. I mean, that's my dream. I think that's everybody's dream. I don't care what kind of fish that you target when you go out and fish. We all want to catch the biggest one we can catch. Like right now, I mostly fish for bass, so that's the one I want to catch a double digit in. But if I can catch a double digit catfish, a double digit bowfin, because I caught a bowfin the other day, and I know that's place that I caught that bowfin, that place got some huge bowfins. And when I say huge, I know double digits. I have seen them swim like right in front of me. And I know some of those bowfin was easily 10 pounds. 8 or 9 at the minimum. So I said, I said that one day I may just go out and just target bowfins. But I want to catch that double digit bass. And I think some of the places that I go to, I think I can do it. Like I've been told that it's some big bass in this lake right here. I haven't caught one out here over 2 pounds. Maybe a pound. But I've been told that there are some big bass in here, 8, 9, 10 pounds. So I'm gonna keep coming out here, grinding out here. And hopefully I can get one out here, I don't know. Even if I don't get one out of here, at least just come out and have some good days. But the thing I'm trying to do now is get my boat situated. I have a little small John boat that I got ready. It's ready to go in the water now. Well, it was ready, I was able to go fishing on it before I just did all the painting that I did in the little video that I did. I had already got all the holes out of it. That's what I'm waiting to put in this lake right here. And I have a few more ponds that I used to go to some years ago. And I can go take the boat to those locations at any time because the boat is stored at my mom's house. And the other couple of ponds that I know about, they are closer to my mom than they are to me. But the only thing about that, I don't even know if those ponds are still, you know, still there. So I don't even, if they there, I don't know if fish still in them, you know. So I don't want to just take that trip. And right now I don't even have no one that I can call to ask about those ponds. So I just don't want to make no false trip, because to get to my mom's house, get the boat, then go to one of those ponds, that's about 2 hours of drive, and I don't want to drive 2 hours on a false trip. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. And the reason I don't want to, you know, like bring it up here, because I don't really, like where I live, I don't have enough room to store the boat. Even though it's a small John boat, I still don't have the space to store a boat. So that's something I am working on, though. I am working on, you know, moving somewhere with bigger, you know, with more yard where I can store my boat. Because hopefully one day I can upgrade to a bigger boat. But yeah, that's what's going on right now with my little boat situation. If you ever watched my video where I show the before and after pictures and little short videos of the boat, and I sat down and I talked about some of the stuff that I did to the boat. So if you seen that and then you wonder like, why he ain't, you know, why haven't I went out on the boat? That's the reason. Well, hopefully I'll have it in the water before this year out. Because even if we going in the fall month, then we got winter coming up, I'm gonna fish all year round. That's something that I just started doing a couple of years ago. I used to, like, once fall hit, I don't like to be cold. So I stop fishing when it get too cold. I would always stop fishing. And then when it come around spring, I would get back on the water. So about a couple years ago, I stopped. I think right around the time when I started doing videos, I started going out in the colder months and end up having some of the best time on the water fishing in cold weather. I caught my personal best in the cold weather. I think I caught my personal best in like 40-degree weather on a top water frog. And I'll link that video to the top. I think I mentioned the temp in that video. If not, I may have it in the description, but I think it was like 40-some degree weather. I caught a 5-pounder in, I think 20 or 30-some degree weather. So they could be caught all year round. I'm slow over here right now, but y'all may not see it, but I grind. I'm grinding out here to try to give y'all a few videos from, here and there. But it just been a struggle. But hopefully, with the weather changing, fish are gonna get a little more active before it's go into the winter time. So if you stumble across the channel, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, like, share it, because it's gonna get better. It ain't gonna be your channel that you normally see. I'm not here to bring you the same stuff that you see on every other channel. You're gonna see stuff over here just like now. I'm not catching fish. You're gonna see a lot of that over here. You're gonna see the struggle of fishing, especially bass fishing. You know, I don't want you to come over here and just see me catch fish after fish after fish. And then you get out on the water and you feel like, you're supposed to catch fish every time you go out. And then you get out on the water and you can't catch a fish. And now you mad because you can't catch a fish. That's why I try to keep everything over here uncut. You're gonna see the days where I go and catch a fish, and you're gonna see the days that I don't catch a fish. That's why I try to, I want my channel to be different. Because we got a lot of new people starting fishing every day. People get into fishing every day. So if you're watching this channel, and you may go over to another channel and see on this other channel where they catching fish, every video they catching fish, which I'm not saying you can't, but if you're in a situation like I fish, where you don't have a private pond, a private lake you can go to, and you gotta go to the county lakes where you just pay a couple of dollars and fish, and everybody, where you barely can find a spot to stand on the bank to fish. If you in those type of situation, this the channel you want to be at, because I'm gonna show you that you can go to those lakes and still catch a fish. May not be every time you go out. Hold on, I'm gonna let this plane fly by. If you're in a situation like I am, where you gotta fish the private lake, the county lakes, the state lake, all the public lakes that everybody go to, yeah, they gonna be pressured. But if you watch this channel right here enough, you will see that even though those lakes and ponds are pressured, trust and believe you still can go out and catch a fish out them places. You may not catch but one. Someday you may go out there and you may not. One day you may go out there. I just had a bite. Snatched it out of my mouth. Some days you may go out there and may not even get a bite. That's a bad cast. And some days you may go out there and catch about 3 or 4. But you could do it. And I don't want you to get out there and, just give up because you can't catch a fish, because you see this YouTube channel just catching fish every time. And I noticed that on a few channels where a lot of people don't show the struggle of catching, the struggle of fishing. It's a struggle behind fishing. And I think this year, a lot of people struggle. They may not talk about it, but there's a lot of people struggled this year because it was just too hot. It was too hot. So if you're new to this channel right here and you watch this video and you didn't watch it to this, to this point right here, don't give up on fishing because you don't have the best ponds and lakes to go to. And just like equipment, I talked about that in one of my first videos, that you don't have to have the most expensive gear to go out and catch a fish. You really don't. You really don't. So don't let that discourage you from going fishing. Just go with what you got. Cause I know I don't fish. I know I don't fish with the most expensive gear, but I still catch fish. And I take care of my equipment just like I done spent $300-400 on it. I still take care. So I am making some bad casts. I'm trying to get back in that spot where I had that bite. Didn't feel pretty big, but it didn't feel that big, but I would have loved catching it just then. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about today, man. It's just a lot of stuff. I mentioned a lot of this stuff in my last video, but I end up taking a lot of it out because I didn't want the video to be so long. And it still ended up being like 17 minutes long. So if I had kept everything I said in that video probably would have been about 25, 30 minutes long. So that's why I was like, well, I'll just break it down and and make 2 videos out of it. But yeah, I want y'all to but I really want y'all to subscribe to the channel. And let's get these subscribers up over here. Yeah, I'm back. I'm just gonna go ahead on and end this day. I'm heading on back to the house. Man, I've been out here about 2.5 hours now. And you can see now it's getting late. So I'm just gonna go on in today, head on back to the house. Didn't have no luck today. Had one little bite on a Texas rig, but wasn't able to get the hook set on it. But it's still pretty good. I just really want to get out and just talk to you all. And I'm gonna just go home and go back to the drawing board, try to figure out what else I can do. Either come back out here tomorrow evening. I may go somewhere tomorrow morning and then come back out here. I don't really know. But I'm gonna go home. Like I said, I'm gonna go home and just go back to the drawing board. Get a better understanding with the weather tonight to see how tomorrow gonna be. So that'll make me even more prepared for what I got going on tomorrow if I decide to get back out. Most likely I will, but I won't know until tomorrow. But I'm not gonna hold y'all up no longer. Continue to stay safe and always stay blessed.